They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Baylor's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Now they'll try the right side.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Back to pass, it's Gideon. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. This offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
third and long. Try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Right back to the well. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Turning it on! He smashes his way through again. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole to show out the speed.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense making its way onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Back to throw, it's Gideon. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Quarterback empties his backfield. Second down, he'll throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Now a lot of work to do to move chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Calls his own number. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He'll ride his man on the option. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
On 1st and goal, keeps it himself to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They are in serious need of putting together a scoring drive right here, down 14-0. It's complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
To the air, it's Gideon. Bears some pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in on the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Slithers into space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The option look. Now the toss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Gideon. Steps away to find some room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Got his man on the right. There he goes. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Rush is on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Back to pass, it's Gideon. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And earlier, this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we had ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And the Bears line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Hand off from the shotgun. Wow, another broken tackle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bears want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase,
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bears! Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The DBs will back off a bit. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Gideon. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Baylor! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got his man in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bickley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the toss. Running to Green. He's past the 30. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Got room at the 35. Touchdown Bears! And the punishment has been extended. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind of a...
He's got it at the 15, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Motion from the wideout. The give. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Running into the open space. Crosses the 35. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Bears just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Plucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Softened them up with a run. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops.
Right down the gut of the field. The 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They want that clock to run. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Donaldson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And they'll take a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get close